Hello, divine creations, divine marvels, children of God. Thank you so very much for dropping by this video. To anyone who's new to this channel is about the life, work, and teachings of to my heart, a very special spiritual teacher and healer named Bruno Groening. You can find out more about him on the website that's posted in the chat box and below this video. So this is going to be a healing report. Meaning I'm going to share about a healing that I experienced through practicing Bruno Groening's teachings. So first of all, as the title says, healing of spiritual bypass. Well, most people have not heard of spiritual bypass. What does that mean? It's a large concept with different definitions, but the main theme or idea is when someone misuses a spiritual teaching to, in essence, dissociate from their body, from their feelings, you could say, from their authentic self through using spiritual means. An example of that is, there's this beautiful concept of surrendering your will to God and seeking God's will. And it's something I personally try to live by. And with spiritual bypass, it's possible to say, okay, God, well, whatever you want, in essence, like, I don't have any wants, only what you want. And so that there's kind of a falsity to that, because we all do have wants and desires, and to pretend that we don't is actually not true. And so that's just an example of how you can use a spiritual teaching to really dissociate from yourself. And it's very tricky because it seems to be wise. It seems to be spiritual, and it really isn't. And of course, with the example I just used, we have in the Bible, there's the story of Christ literally praying for the crucifixion not to happen. In that very famous line, please take this cup from me. That's the first part that it's written that Christ says. And the second part is, and thy will, not mine, be done. So that's a beautiful example of not doing spiritual bypass. Christ, in essence, prayed, please, like Christ knew what was coming, and he prayed to be spared from it, and he surrendered. Whereas in spiritual bypass, you would just sort of dissociate from yourself and just be like, okay, God, whatever you want. And it's very, very disingenuous. So I was caught in spiritual bypass for a very long time. I had actually, when I was very young, I got involved in a cult. And, in that cult, I really lost my individuality, and I lost a sense of connection with myself and my feelings. And before I found Bruno Groening's teachings, I had been on a healing journey to heal that and recover from that. And I'd made some progress. I definitely made some progress, not significant progress. And so when I found Bruno's teaching, after maybe the second or third month, I started to feel just more connected to my body and more interested in life and living. In fact, I started to study martial arts again, which a long time ago had been a passion of mine. And I got back into dancing. Like, Bruno's teachings really helped to reconnect me to my body and to my authentic feelings. And then the real healing began. Then began an almost, it's been almost a 12-year journey since I found Bruno's teachings, but also a 12-year healing of this particular thing. And there were many lessons that I needed to learn, and many ideas that I needed to let go of, because, before I found Bruno's teaching, I had taken on all these ideas about how spiritual it was. I didn't think about it in those terms, but in essence, let's say before I found Bruno, I had almost 15 years of constantly convincing myself how spiritual it was to, in essence, dissociate from myself and to try to not have desires and to try to not have feelings. So it was very deeply ingrained in me. And so I've been on this journey now with Bruno for 12 years. And there's, with this particular issue, there have been ups and downs. There have been periods where I was, felt really more connected to my humanity, more connected to my feelings. And then it would seem, it was kind of this up and down process. And then in the last, I'd say it's been a month and a half, like a corner got turned. And I was really just felt this strong pull to really honor my humanity, to really, as they say, get in touch with your feelings, and to really embrace the experience of life, because that's part of spiritual bypass, is this sense of trying to escape ourselves, but also trying to escape life. And in the last month and a half, I have made such a radical turn to where I actually wake up. I generally would wake up happy, but I didn't wake up happy to be alive. I didn't wake up grateful to be alive. I woke up grateful that I got to connect to God for one more day, but there wasn't this sense of embracing life. But now I actually wake up with a feeling of embracing life. And I've started to journal a lot and connect more with community and dance more. And so this healing was subtle and yet profound. The subtle thing is, it's not like there was a specific wound on my body that I can look at and say like, oh, that's gone now. But now there truly is this sense of, I'm just not interested in sort of, part of it was, there was this kind of addiction to spiritual philosophy and always thinking these abstract thoughts. But now there's just an interest in doing life well, and really participating in life, and cultivating friendships, cultivating hobbies, finding a connection to work that I really enjoy. There's really, I literally wake up every morning excited for life itself. And so it was quite a journey. Some healings are very quick. Some healings you just tune in for a long time and they just go. And then some journeys, there's really a lot to learn and a lot to let go of. And I had a lot to unlearn, because I had studied these particular spiritual philosophies and I didn't realize how devoted I was to them, and in a sense, almost how addicted I was to them. But Bruno is a very patient friend. He just walked alongside me, and in some ways, I think Bruno sort of can guide the learning and healing process. So I am immensely grateful for this particular healing. And I'm just excited for life now. So I thank you so very much for dropping by this healing report. As Bruno Groening said, nothing is incurable, nothing is impossible. And part of why this healing is so special to me is I tried all these other things, and I was unable to sort of let go of this pattern or habit of falling back into spiritual bypass no matter what I did. But our friend, Bruno Groening, is resourceful, and apparently he's patient. He walked alongside me, he guided me, and I'm very fired up for life now. I wish everyone a blessed, blessed day. And again, if you're new to this channel, please do check out my website, which has all sorts of information about how you can receive help and healing for yourself, absolutely free, at no charge. Thank you very much, and I wish you a blessed, blessed day. Take care.